Ezreal and Talia that can kind of hold their own. Feels really nice. I love when my AD carry and an AD carry like Legolas. Dragon is going to be the trade, but for now at 1500, it's not secured. Whiting's walking in, need to look for the turn. Vega's there in front, looking for the fight. It's first blood going over to KC Blue. It's turned into an absolute slugfest as the seismic shot from Chocolate burns the rest of his mana. Dragon now sitting there, unleashed, unsmited, until Vega gets in as well. Trouble's telling me, look out, because here comes the structure. Lining the back end. They won't be able to get out as White in, dives in under turret, but there's no follow-up damage yet. White is alone. And the teleport from Slowku, yes, but...
We're getting 1v1s?
We are.
Okay. Oh, just gotta be careful.
No, it's a 1v2. Yukino just wants a piece of the action. Slowku's trying to bait. Look at him. He's like, come on then. You know, feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
No mana.
Yukino just walking into the front.
Oh!
Slowku, what are you doing? The step up was bad. Check. He just got... He got his phase rush. The flash needs to be burned, but Slowku, that was just atrocious.
Chocolate got everything, because through killing Slowku right there, he gains mana to create distance between him and the Pantheon, which means not only does he get the kill to Slowku, he burns the flash into Yukino, and now Legolas.
That we used, by the way, so Legolas flashed on Hail of Arrows, trying to be predicted. Q! But he's on the right. There's the flash. Wukong ulti as well. 3xA may have bitten off way too much for the commitment, and Piero, while it is a good sidestep and a flash headbutt to get out, nicely done. It is still a kill in return. It's getting sloppy in this game one.
Piero and 3xA are really trying to make plays onto Legolas, but again, we mentioned how slippery the Ezreal is. This time around, he did have both of his summoners, and that's the only reason he gets out unscathed, right? But overall, Barcelona have been winning on most fronts around the map, and right now they're starting the second dragon of the game as well.
Danger is here, though, with an equalizer, but again, Yukino's a little bit far off. Without ulti, he couldn't join in. Barça is still going to have double dragon. They're still getting the down though, and now that Yukino's committed, Legolas looking to punish the Weaver's Wall down as well. Seismic shove, well avoided, but it's a flash. It's a solar flare. It's a stunned up Pantheon. KC Blue trying to turn it as Yukino took a long time to die, but Barça still have the numbers advantage as 3xA will burn the cleanse after getting shielded, but a seismic shove back takes care of him. There you go.
He did have the lead. Hold, Whiten?
Whiten just appeared in AoE. He hex flashed over the wall. He'll be Shockwave. Slowku wants to get to this top lane turret in safety, but Chocolate zone controls. You're going to now ulting in, but already Whiten's picked up the kill. Chocolate jumped down by the man, the mission, the legend, the Pantheon, the Archerom in game, but Yukino looking for a spear. We'll find it. This Pantheon again now looking to run. It's in, it's out, it's in, it's out. That's what we're doing with a Cyclone. We're all about another Cyclone about to hit, and Yukino jumping, just trying to find another kill, but Vega picks up yet another 3 kills.
Barcelona yet again. And I just want to add, Galio has not said a single word this game.
No, the top lane is, I think, was said they're neutral. And look, it's happening top again. They've just found another pick. Slowku caught in the alcove. And because him and Chocolate, they love to brawl. It's so funny, this game. But like, I noticed the first because I see Rumble without I see a Pantheon. I see it being used into action. White in was looking for another play fishing, but now caught out in the pixel brush down in bot. He'll be stunned up. Solar Flare to buy himself time, but a great shove back from Slowku thanks to his Shockwave. Will help the kill go over to Yukino right before Dragon. Finally, breathing room for KC Blue.
That's a great start. Whiten was holding the exhaust as well, so if Rumble chooses to TP in, he'll be more free to deal the damage as well. And right here, KCB really needed that pick. They need to stop the stacking from Barcelona. Vega is looking. Legolas and Chocolate are also around, and Galio, for the time being, was kind of hovering into towards that river, but they're going to choose chunk down that tower, take that mid lane tier 1. Not the worst of trades, right?
Yeah.
Especially with how immobile Varus and Orianna and Rumble are. Who's going to walk up that mid lane to push out that wave?
They can also set up for the potential dive top. Remember, again, mobility. Even if Chocolate doesn't have his wall available, they're walking as a unit.
Looking.
They're just going to say, yeah, we're doing it. The Herald now plonked down. Vega taking a camp on the way. A Galio dive under a turret solo as the Equalizer also lay it down. Chocolate does a drive-by, takes a bit of turret damage, does some damage on the way out as well. The Herald will get the charge here. Mate is just like, how long can I survive? While mid lane, meanwhile, Legolas died. Not what you want as an Ezreal who's playing the weak side of the map right now, but never mind. KC Blue, while they're taking mid turret, top inner 2 is getting threatened down as well. This would make 3 turrets if Barça can find it.
Yeah, mid lane tier 1, top lane tier 1, and I think they're beating top lane tier 2 as well, but Slowku responds with the bot lane tier.
Territory at 3k. It's been held on. It hasn't properly reset. What is the patience of Atakan as Chocolate zones off, turns into a fight. Atakan goes down to Barça, and we're full on 5v5ing. White Knight ultis in, and Even though I'm a bit late in seeing, and I see a cyclone on top of Yukino's head. His house is going as far as maintenance, burning down. KC Blue winning the rest of the fight, but buying time is Chocolat. He kited back, now kiting in. Thega won it out with the lead he found earlier as well.
Mainter falls as well. We talked about how Barcelona loves to play every man for themselves because they have the mobility, they've got the agency to do that with these champions as well, and it does show in this team fight as well that they don't have to play any type of formation to win.
I mean, it's just been class, really. It's been messy, but it has become class out of the individual leads now picked up. 3 Dragons, by the way, from Barça as they're taking the last outer turret of their game down to the ground.
Had to be used right there, as you mentioned as well. And Slowq on the side lane, doing what Chovy would do best, trying to farm up. He's in a lot of trouble right there, especially having no flash. Death Cup completed though for Slowq, and let's see if they're going to look for a pick.
Also, Jake, he'll be like, what is this?
Whiten?
He went deep for this Solar Flare, taking time to die though. Here comes Chocolat to the rescue. Whiten might die here, but let's see what the consequences are. True Shot Barrage flowing through, and
a little bit crazy. Maybe it's taking some of my cells with it as well. As
Mid lane's down.
Chocolat just walks up, and Mainter's like, no way am I walking this burn first. Mainter comes in from a flank, but he's just going to stand behind. It's an objective bounty. It's at 5k, and this Dragon needs to be taken. KC Blue stand in front, Solar Flare. They get the bounty, but at what cost? Look at the hero's entrance. A 2-man knock-up in the backline as Thega is taking the world for himself. This monkey goes pop, and it ain't the first time this game. As he picks up his double, Mainter's left alone, and all for the Dragon. The fight's taken, but the game may be broken for KC Blue.
And if it wasn't bad that they were losing from the side of KCB without Galio joining, now that there's a level 16 Galio on their butts, it just makes it that much more hard. Legolas even flashed forward to find the pick onto Piero, which they're going to find eventually. And that's a free Baron right here for Barcelona, and a fantastic way to open up the base towards KCB.
And it's not the first time in this game they've pulled apart the fight. It's not the second or the third. I think it's like the 7th at this point. But again, Chocolat is dominating as Yukino looks for the hero steal. He's trying. He's got a good sidestep in him, but with a flash shield of Duran, he gets thwarted up. He'll ulti out, but stunned up. Means he goes nowhere but into the dirt. Legolas with one, and the Baron in their back pocket.
I think he was trying to ult in to the Baron pit.
Probably was.
But that was...
This could be the miracle they need, but with a seismic shove backwards, Maitner even under his turret is in trouble. A Pantheon ulti built short, and White Knight once again in the way. Set up even though his ulti is cancelled, even though there's a shockwave. They just don't die in the Spanish community as Piero bops his way back in. You know Chocolat's there to pick up the prize. This Talia running the mid-diff, and Barça running KC Blue into the ground for game 1.
KCB were trying to find the backline, and Barcelona were just accelerating forward underneath their towers. Barcelona solidifying themselves with an 1-0 in the semifinals.
And what an entrance.
Wow.
What an entrance.
Taker didn't die the whole game.